Hi, everybody. The big story on this Sunday afternoon continues to be this cold upper level trough that you are looking at. It seems like this has been going on for days and days and days and days. And I meant to look up the answer to how many days. So if you go back to the 26th day of February, Portland high was 46 degrees. We had low snow levels that day for the first day. That was the 26th day of February. 27, 28, 29, March 1st, 2nd, and now the 3rd. All those days basically have seen the snow level near and above 1,000 feet on any given day. Yesterday on Saturday, officially, PDX put a trace of snow in an observation out at the airport, but the nothing measurable, and the measurable snow still goes back to that day in January that Portland had more sleet than snow, but they had 1.6 inches of snow mixed with the sleet. And that is our winter total so far. Anyway, the big story nationally is the same weather system we're dealing with, but what it's doing down in the Sierra Mountains in California, where it's just hammering them. So my blue lines, this first one, this is the main jet stream flow, the 564 millibar contour line at 18,000 feet. You can see that goes actually south of Northern California and clips around Las Vegas. The second blue line, here's the 546 millibar contour. This is the polar jet. Notice how this flows in pretty close to San Francisco and the Tahoe area, certainly down in the Northern California and south of Mount Shasta and Medford and the Siskiyous. And obviously, we are in this cold bowl of air with this big trough that is still not finished. There have been several upper level lows kind of come and go within this trough. Currently, we've got this one setting up here to our northwest out to sea. But as I've been pointing out day after day after day after day, when you look at these imageries from the satellite pictures, the speckledness of the white, that is just active showery patterns coming in. We really, as you know, haven't had a whole lot inland in terms of sunbreaks the last few days. The showers have just been numerous. This is going to continue to feed in tonight. It's going to continue to feed in tomorrow. It looks like finally Tuesday's the day that we will see this break down. But between now and then, the snow levels stay where they have been. That means the ongoing threat of some scattered or patchy low-level dustings at night into early morning. During the day, temperatures up through 1,000 feet, generally warm. Any snow generally melts. There have been some exceptions, and the snow level settles between 1,000 and 1,500 feet. I want to get into showing you some of the snow reports, and let's go down to where the national story is, and that's the Tahoe Basin, the Sierra Nevada mountains. I-80 is the interstate that goes between Sacramento and Reno, Nevada. It goes up over Donner Summit, which is roughly 8,000 feet, so much higher than Timberline Lodge. One of the reasons these mountains get so much more snow when they get really big storms than we do typically is how high they are. So this is, I just grabbed this. This is I-80 going eastbound. That's the interstate highway. Oh my goodness gracious, what a mess. They've had a blizzard warning down there, and it continues for parts of the Sierra Nevada into the Tahoe Basin at this hour. These are pictures courtesy of the San Francisco Chronicle. This first one is in Truckee. And just look at that, try to shovel your car out of all this snow. Good grief. And then here is one that is in South Lake Tahoe, again, courtesy of the San Francisco Chronicle. And just look at that. Feet, literally feet of snow. Check this out. Sugar Bowl Ski Resort. It's a small resort that's up near Donner Summit. It's around 8,000 feet. They report 113 inches of total snowfall the last 7 days, including this latest big push that developed Thursday into Thursday night. Heavenly Valley Ski Resort at South Lake Tahoe, over the past 24 hours, so going back Saturday afternoon into this afternoon, 38 inches of snow, 38 inches, more than 3 feet has come down in the past 24 hours. So that's what you call absolutely being buried in snow. Wow. All right. I want to show you some local news as well. So I think I've got, here's the satellite imagery. And so this is the updated, you can see the looping, and just follow my cursor. So here is that main jet flow that goes down, not quite into Southern California, but south of the San Francisco Bay Area, right in here. You can see the moisture pattern starting to break. But if you look right in here, see the waves of moisture that pick up as this strong jet stream and the cold air aloft gets ushered inland. You get lifting, and then you get these heavier snow bands up into the mountains. There's the upper level low I showed you a moment ago. Here's all the showery weather that continues to feed into our region. Again, it looks like Tuesday is when this starts to significantly break down. Now, in the winter storm warning zone has been Southern Oregon on I-5 down through Grants Pass into Medford, across the border into the Mount Shasta area of California. So this is the update this afternoon from the National Weather Service down in Medford, and just look at some of the travel cameras. Basically, these cameras aren't bad. I mean, elevations of 1,400 feet, Oregon 42 at Camas Mountain. Here's I-5 at Sexton Summit. That's just below 2,000 feet at 1,900. Snow, but the roadway this afternoon is becoming good shape. Here's I-5 at Ashland, the Siskiyou chain up area. Again, that's fine at 2,200 feet. The snow levels have been fairly high. There was snow this morning over the Siskiyou Summit, which is closer to 4,000 feet, but then that has melted off this afternoon. So really, their snow level down in California has been pretty similar to ours, but they're a lot higher in elevation down that way. All right, the winter storm warning for the Medford area right now is up, in Southern Oregon in particular, I should say, Southern Oregon, Grants Pass, is up through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, calling for this storm that's currently being tracked to produce 8 to 14 inches of total snow, including what's already fallen, with that storm warning ending tomorrow morning, and then getting into some improving conditions. You know, the last, 3 mornings now, we have seen some relatively low elevation areas pick up at least some snow at night into early morning. So this was this morning up outside of Woodland along the Lewis River. This is Lewis River Golf Course. They picked up a solid dusting. Look at that. And then if you look down here to the right, this is on my Portland Weather Facebook page. I invite you to bookmark it. Jeannie said, hey, we're in the hills across from the golf course. And I'm not sure she's up at 1,000 feet. Those hills in the Woodland area, if you haven't been up there, a lot of them do go up to 1,000 feet and even higher. But look at her table. I mean, that's a foot plus of snow, it looks to me like. Good grief. So yeah, if you're up in elevation, there have definitely been some areas that have really gotten hammered. And then this was this morning. They've had some snow on the ground in parts of the wine country down Yamhill County for several days now. This was this morning. Domain Serene Winery totally covered there in the Dundee Hills. Pretty foggy. You can't really see the winery. There was also just a really light trace in the Hood River area this morning of some snow on the ground. So here's what's going up on Mount Hood right now. Some people out there enjoying. Timberline 23, Meadows 27, Ski-Bowl 25 degrees. Not a whole lot of new snow today. The winter storm warnings expired earlier over the weekend, so it's just been kind of more typical snow amounts. In fact, Timberline over the past 24 hours, only 3 inches. Meadows only 2, and Ski-Bowl just an inch. Bases are in good shape, 140, 129 at Meadows, 69 Ski-Bowl. I don't see a lot of, in fact, I don't see any heavy snow over the next 5 days. 1 to 4 tomorrow, anything from just flurries to a couple inches on Tuesday. Wednesday still looks dry. A weak system on Thursday, 1 to 2, and Friday looks dry. And then I mentioned that Tuesday is the day that this overall cold trough pattern in terms of the moisture really starts to break down. Wednesday dry, and here's the warm up of the air mass. It's gradual. Wednesday, 2,500 feet. Thursday, snow level jumps to 3,500 feet with the weak system coming in during the morning. Friday, a dry day with the snow level. Now we're totally out of the cold trough, 4,000 to 5,000 feet. We do have moisture coming in over the weekend, but it will be more typical with these higher snow levels closer to the Cascade Passes. There's Highway 26. People coming home this afternoon, 27 degrees. At least you can see some bare pavement there. I mentioned the Siskiyou Summit, snow roadside, but the highway melted off this afternoon going down into California. Santiam is buried. Willamette Pass, fairly clean right now. Here's Cabbage Hill out over the Blues, and that's actually in pretty good shape right here with snow roadside. Snow 1,500 feet in the zigzag rhododendron area, and so forth and so on. The Coast Range was really snow covered this morning. Temperatures at the beach have been pretty similar to what we've had here inland. Right now, 42 Astoria, 45 Lincoln City, 45 Newport. You see the storm clouds and the rain over Tillamook-Head from the camera at Gerhardt by the Sea Resort. I want to show you these cameras. So these were snow covered all morning, and now the temperatures have gotten above freezing. The Sunset Rest area at 1,400 feet, that's the east slope of the Coast Range, 34 degrees. The roadway will get icy tonight, could become snow covered again overnight tonight. Even Murphy Hill was snow covered or had some decent snow much of the day at 660 feet. Now that is 36 degrees, and that's fine. But again, any of these coast range passes, if you're traveling tomorrow morning, check them out, the cameras. This is my coast weather page on my weather site, portlandweather.com. It's a great handy resource. I would expect snow-covered roads tomorrow morning, melting off it again in the afternoon. That's been the pattern. Coast highs tomorrow at the beach itself along the North Shore, 42 tomorrow, 46 Tuesday. And here's the warming at the beach as well, back up to 52 degrees by Friday. Metro temperatures, look at this. Salem's getting some rain right now, so they're only 37 degrees. I mean, this is a cold day for January, right? And it's the third day of March. How cold is that upper level trough? Vancouver 43, Portland 43. Battleground getting rain cooled 37. Vernonia out in the Coast Range 35. Sandy 36. Estacada 37. Boy, that's chilly. Chilly, 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 no matter how you look at it. All right, here is our future radar. So what the radar imagery may look like moving forward, projected precipitation patterns. Again, this does not pick out snow for you. It simply shows moisture coming in. So for Portland, basically it's rain, right? This afternoon at 4 o'clock. This is numerous showers into tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. That's why there's a good chance the Coast Range again will see snow-covered roadways develop. Now, during the afternoon tomorrow, still likely showers, but we expect to see the amounts start to really cut in half. And maybe tomorrow's the day that we start to open up more noticeable sun breaks. Heavier moisture still down here, though, hitting California. Again, the winter storm warnings right now in the southwestern Oregon area set to expire at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, but still looking at some accumulating snow during the day. In fact, here's a wave of moisture hitting southern Oregon at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and then staying with it into Tuesday morning. This shows that, let me back it up. This shows we have the potential of being dry to mostly dry Tuesday. It makes sense to me to say there could be a few showers, but Tuesday has a day that potentially is certainly much more dry than wet and maybe mostly dry with a shower chance. So that'll be the first wave of improving, and then the snow levels start to go up and the temperatures really start to jump on Wednesday, as I mentioned. Let me switch gears on this. I just want to show you the snow potential. And again, we'll back this up to this afternoon. And now I think this is overdone. This is into 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's showing there could be 8 inches of snow. This would be in the higher elevations above 6,000 feet up in the Cascades. It's showing there could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow at pass level and higher in the Cascades. But the snow really underperformed today, and I expect it to underperform tomorrow. It does show certainly that possibility of there being several inches of snow over the Coast Range. And then it keeps snow shower. I mean, snow levels are going to be low all the way into Tuesday morning, but I think this is way overdone. But it certainly points out the fact that we've got more snow coming to the Olympics, the Cascades of Oregon and Washington, more snow showers out in the Blue Mountains, and certainly more snow all the way down to the California border through Tuesday morning. So travelers be advised to check out those conditions. And here's the flow pattern. This is that cold trough. And remember, we started off by showing you where the jet stream patterns were. And the main jet was down here just south of San Francisco. This blue contour is the polar jet that's south of the Oregon border down through almost into Reno and the Tahoe area. And they've really been getting hammered. Certainly we're into it. Now, this is, let me just take this day by day. This is tomorrow afternoon. And still absolutely likely showers tomorrow. Could be numerous at times. We just think it's not going to be quite as active and quite as wet overall. Still the same snow levels, at times below 1,000 feet, at times above 1,000 feet. That's Monday. Here's Tuesday. This is the day. Now you can see the cold trough. Here's the axis of the trough over in eastern Oregon and coming through Idaho. And look at the polar jet on Tuesday. The polar jet by the afternoon goes just north of Portland and Vancouver. So here's that visual cue that the cold trough is starting to exit. We have the dry day on Wednesday. Some of the models are still showing, it didn't show up here, that there's a little system that comes in Wednesday overnight. See it right here? Wednesday overnight into Thursday morning that may or may not hold together to bring us a little bit of light precip. Otherwise, we go dry on Friday. Friday could hit 60 degrees. You know, a normal sunny, nice day now is up to about 60. So wouldn't that be something? Look at the ridging on Friday. Maybe 60 degrees. That would be pretty typical normal. And then here we are Saturday. The timing of the next rain coming in is kind of up in the air. Some models bring the rain in Saturday morning. Other models suggest Saturday morning could be dry with the rain picking up in the afternoon. But eventually Saturday's wet. Saturday night's wet. All day Sunday's wet. And here we are getting into Monday, still really wet. Now, the polar jet comes back down close to Portland eventually. It's a snow level back down to about 2,000 feet, but nothing like we've seen. And you've actually got, once the rain develops Saturday, you've got ongoing measurable rain each day, all the way into Tuesday of next week. And then we start to pull out of that midweek. Here we are Thursday, the 14th. And then I'll just keep playing this. There's going to be some showery weather mixed in here, and it's tough to see it on this animation, but clearly the polar jet retreats well up into Canada mid-March. And it looks like it's potentially, let's just play this through the end of the month, okay? Let's do that. That'll be fun. Here's the end of the month. Polar jet, once a polar jet retreats up into Canada mid-month, it stays up there all the way into April. So any showers would be more typical. Our temperatures would be more seasonal, and we would pretty much be getting done with it. Wouldn't that be nice? Here are the current numbers, 39 in Medford. Let's go see what they're talking about. This is in the city of Medford. Showers continue tomorrow, 47. Showers taper off Tuesday, 49. Similar to Portland, actually. Wednesday, sunny, nearing 50. Thursday, sunny, that far south, and 51. And then you get into likely rain for the weekend, but temperatures more seasonally, 40s at night and 50s during the day. Okay, let's go up to Seattle, shall we? 45 tomorrow, kind of what Seattle's been seeing. Could be a rain-snow mix at times. They've had some traces of snow in the metro like Portland has the last several days. Tuesday, they're saying dry up north, 46 degrees. Could be partly sunny with a shower chance, but clearly a drier day. Wednesday, like Portland, all dry. There's that weak system on Thursday, and then they have the showers picking up. But even in Seattle, they could at 50 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. So again, getting back closer to normal. And one more stop. Let's go to Central Oregon. Look how cold Bend is. 18 tonight, 19 Tuesday. Obviously a chance of accumulating snow overnight into the mornings and daytime highs with a rain-snow mix, warming up to about 38. Wednesday, dry, 41, still chilly. Thursday, that weak system makes sense that Thursday would be dry, Friday would be dry, and there is the warm-up. Not a huge warm-up, but upper 40s to maybe reaching 50, and then eventually what could be a mix of rain and snow coming into Central Oregon over the weekend. And now here is Portland's 7-day forecast. So tomorrow, same pattern. Could be some dustings of snow and patchy areas down low in the morning. Generally, it's a mix of rain and snow to mostly rain, showers, 46. The promise of maybe starting to open up some sun breaks that we haven't seen. But those sun breaks, if we get them, that fuels instability, fuels heavy downpours, hail, thunder. Tuesday, I've got a few showers in the forecast. But again, maybe the weather gods smile on us, and this turns out to be a mainly dry day. Wednesday, certainly dry. We could hit 50. I got us at 49 after a freezing start. Shower chance from that weak system that may or may not pan out Wednesday overnight into Thursday morning. The afternoon goes dry. Fridays maybe hit 60. I've got us at 58. Saturday morning, there's hope it could be dry before rain develops. And then we've got the rain likely Saturday night, Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. The temperature's back closer to normal, but cool with highs 50 to maybe a little bit warmer on those showery days. All right. That was a full update, including what's been going on down in California, which could lead to a quiet fire season. We can only hope, right? I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Hit subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. That helps me. My weather site's portlandweather.com. I say thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.